We have breaking news. The official launch of T-Fiber is slated for June 5th. This is the official go-to market, pricing strategy, speed tiers, convergence discounts. Everything is launching June 5th. For those of you who follow my X account, I put that out back in April that it was launching today. And I already knew, June 5th. And I already knew the details and how aggressive T-Mobile was going to be. But here, now it's official. So what I will say is T-Mobile T-Fiber will be the overall brand for anything that feeds into T-Mobile Fiber, right? So Lumos is now T-Fiber, and then you will see the pricing tiers right here. Metronet, once that closes, that will feed into T-Fiber. The only thing that we can't be sure of is if Metronet can support the same speed tiers, right? So Lumos is 500, 1 gig, 2 gig, and then you can see the pricing, right? For example, Metronet might be only able to do 300 up, 300 down, right? That's just something that I want to put out. Maybe they push hard enough and they get Metronet to match these speed tiers, and then pricing and deals should be the same, right? They're not going to run different ads and different pricing tiers for different parts of the country. They want to bring it all under one brand and run the same pricing for the same tiers. So there you have it, right? So let's look at this right here. So for 500 megabits per second, you get it at $75 if you're not converging with a voice line, and then you get it for $60 with a voice line. The 1 gig tier is $90 without voice and $75 with voice. The 2 gig tier is $105 without voice and $90 with voice. And then there's a special deal for a limited time. It's called the T-Fiber Founders Club. You get the $70 price point for the 2 gig tier, no voice required, 10-year price guarantee. Crazy deal. That is going into it with a big bang, so to speak. But let's read here briefly. T-Mobile today announced T-Mobile Fiber Home Internet will officially launch on Thursday, June 5th, alongside new plans including benefits like T-Mobile Tuesdays and a 5-year price guarantee. Fresh off the acquisition of Lumos, T-Fiber is now available to more than 500,000 households across the U.S., giving more people access to the gigabit speed broadband, alongside the Un-carrier experience they deserve. So the lineup, new fiber plans for every kind of household. The new standard plans will be available to new and existing T-Mobile Fiber customers starting Thursday, June 5th. More details below. So new and existing meaning the Lumos customer, right? They've acquired them and they're now technically still existing customers, but they fall under T-Fiber. And then you see what we just talked about on that chart. The fiber, as you can see, the 70 gig, 2 gig tier for the Fiber Founders Club, no voice line required. And you get double the guarantee, 10 years, which is crazy. So it looks like they're citing more Magenta goodness, building on the momentum of T-Mobile's new experience plans, which introduced a 5-year price guarantee for wireless and 5G home internet customers. T-Mobile Fiber is extending that same long-term value to its customers with new T-Mobile Fiber plans. Customers can rest assured that their internet price will stay the same for 5 years from the time they sign up. I'm just throwing this in there. I said this when the experience plans on the wireless side first launched. All of this was supposed to launch with T-Fiber. All of these new wireless plans that you guys saw back in April, they were supposed to launch in June with or alongside this T-Fiber announcement. Just want to put that in there. And then everyone on the T-Fiber is going to be able to get T-Mobile Tuesdays. And then T-Mobile is saying something interesting here. So growing demand for better broadband. T-Mobile has built a reputation as a disruptor in the broadband market, quickly rising to become the 5th largest and fastest growing internet service provider in the U.S. using FWA, fixed wireless assets, right? Using the wireless network to achieve this. Today, nearly 7 million customers nationwide rely on T-Mobile 5G home internet, and they're among the most satisfied in the industry, with the Un-carrier ranking #1 in customer satisfaction for residential wireless internet service nationally by J.D. Power. T-Mobile Fiber builds on the Un-carrier's successful 5G home internet offering, which currently has more than 1 million customers on the waiting list, and opens a new path to meeting the growing demand for fast, reliable internet. So, and then again, they're citing 12 to 15 million households by the end of 2030, and they're waiting on the pending close of Metronet. So, T-Mobile is aggressive. They know how to grow. They know how to sell into the base. So it's gonna be a good ride. If this overlaps with any other fiber provider, cable, be ready to fight. T-Mobile is gonna go aggressive as they need to, and they'll figure out what they need to do to grow the base. Right? They're not gonna. I don't think we've gotten a separate guidance on just fiber ads, but that'll probably tie into the 12 million broadband customers that they want to get to by 2028. I never thought that they could achieve that all by just using FWA spectrum on the wireless network. I always felt like they needed something else. If it was a millimeter wave, it was going to be the fiber, and they chose to simply go with the fiber. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. We'll talk more about this later. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.